Well, it's been pretty exciting over the past 3 weeks now, actually. We've had the Journalism for Social Change Fellows coming over from Berkeley, so we've got students like Orville Thomas from the Goldman School of Public Policy, and Anna Jacoby and Stephanie Ludwig from the School of Social Welfare, and Tassian and Rosa from the School of Journalism, and then also Amabel coming all the way down from Davis. So it's been really exciting to have a bunch of young people in this tiny little office that we have, just working away trying to find solution-based coverage around the big issues that are coming up right now.
What kind of issues have you guys been talking about so far?
Well, last week it was all about AB 1712, which would amend AB 12, which was a law that extended foster care to age 21. And when they did that, they phased it in. So that created a situation where not every kid that was 19 in 2012, was there, whether or not they would stay in care they were on a funding bubble, so they could get dropped out of the system. So there was this legislation to fix up that bubble. We created this surge of media coverage around that, which was followed by a bunch of different outlets in radio, TV, and newsprint. So that created a kind of swell of focus that we think likely influenced the legislation, and that's exciting, I think, for all the fellows who are here now to be able to be a part of actually making change happen. So that was last week, and this week we were looking more at national legislation around education.
All right, what exactly were you guys looking at this week?
We were looking at the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, FERPA, and how that law, which is intended to protect the privacy of children and requires consent for giving away records, kind of really hinders child welfare administrations in their efforts to ensure the educational stability and success of foster youth. So Representatives Karen Bass, Jim McDermott, Michelle Bachmann, and Tom Marino all co-sponsored legislation that was released on Thursday of this week, yesterday, that would amend FERPA to allow child welfare administrations that information, which is a really big step forward in terms of being able to live up to the well-being promise and the educational promise of foster care.
And Fostering Media Connections has been kind of at the forefront of this issue for this week, correct?
Yeah, I mean, our Journalism for Social Change Fellows have been just cranking out stories on our Chronicle of Social Change website. And yesterday when the law came out, we were the first to cover it. AP followed, and Seattle PI followed, just some examples from around the country. And what was really cool was just to watch all the fellows just going crazy producing stuff. And then yesterday, also because we created so much material and disseminated it, was our most widely viewed day of our new little baby Chronicle of Social Change website.
How does it feel to kind of see this Fostering Media Connections and the Fellowship and the Chronicle start growing week by week and issue by issue, so it's starting to be a player?
I think that it's pretty heartening to see that this idea of creating substantive, solution-based journalism coverage is resonating with other folks in the field, whether that be child welfare or journalism, and that's really exciting to be a part of. I'm really, really happy and thankful to the whole team that we have now for everything they've been contributing to this, and I've been really impressed by everybody in terms of their willingness to work hard and try to push these issues forward. And it's kind of a new paradigm for journalism, and I think that that's the exciting part.
Going forward now, the rest of the summer, what issues would you like to see be tackled and have more light shed on it?
Well, I think there's some mop-up around extension of foster care in California. We need to focus on that. I think that the questions about finance reform, how we finance the system is important. I've got some other stuff that I'm going to keep secret until we actually release it. But education is clearly a big issue that we're going to be following throughout the summer. So those are some of the big ticket items, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what everybody produces.